Right guys, very exciting little day today. So I'm still off the road because of I'm still waiting for me car to get plated for the cabs. But Sean rang me from this morning and said he's ready for me to review the Ioniq 5, Hyundai Ioniq 5. And I've spoken to a few lads who's actually test driven this and said it's like amazing. Now from the picture it looks like a tiny hatchback, but it's actually really, really big and spacious. So very excited to get down and review it. So that is what's coming up today, and then hopefully I'll be on the road this week, back on the cabs, back to the grind. But yeah guys, listen, if you enjoy these little review videos, do us a favour, give us a big like, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, enjoy the review. I'll see you soon. Right, the Ioniq 5 is, gotta say, it's got a very basic minimalistic look, but I do really, really like it. So this is the SE Connect, so it's one of the lower models, but it still looks extremely nice. From the outside it does look like a very small car, but I'll tell you, it's really, really, really big. The boot is surprisingly very big. So this we've took out just to show for in the video. It's actually there, so you can actually lower if you wanted to the boot, and you got this extra space on the bottom, or you can leave it in there, and yeah, or you can actually move the rear seats forward as well.
Yep, so we can make even bigger again. So
that's brilliant.
Goes up to, when you do that, you're about to do about 750 litres.
750 litres, so you're definitely going to...
You're moving your seats forward.
Oh, we forgot our suitcases.
Yeah.
To be honest though, this boot will swallow the suitcases up like.
I mean, if you take that out, Matt, you see how big it is.
Yeah, it is huge. Extremely big. So this is obviously the bonnet, and when you lift it up, you got a very, very deep, big front. You can actually put all your shopping and your personal items in there and still have the boot for other stuff.
I noticed there as well, you've got like the battery, so you can get to your battery if you just...
Oh yeah, under that as well.
Because it has got an extra. So on the SE Connect Mac, this isn't a light bar because this is the basic model. So on the premium model and the ultimate model,
you get the light bar on it as well.
The light bar.
Yeah, I seen one the other night lit up, and it was very, very nice. Yeah, like I just wanted to show the handles is very Tesla style, but as Sean said, these are a lot chunkier. The Tesla one's quite thin and quite hard to use. But yeah, lovely little feature. Extremely impressive rear legroom. So as I have mentioned on every video, I'm 6'5". This seat is set for my driving position, and still I have got plenty of room, which is absolutely brilliant. You got a couple of charging ports at the back, and then Sean had his passenger seat lined up for him. And how tall are you again, Sean?
5'8".
5'8". And look at that leg now. Go on, give us a little wiggle. But yeah, absolutely lovely. Got your own little vent here as well. That's a nice feature. See the windows go all the way down. Oh, not too bad, not too bad.
What's good is the clearance though, Matt, isn't it?
Getting in and out the car.
It's completely just flat.
Yeah, because when we got an EV6, we nearly knocked ourselves out because the actual clearance of the door is a lot lower, so you got to kind of like crick your neck getting in.
Well, we still get the reclining seats as well. I mean, we can recline them a lot more further back. It's just that we've got the
partial shelf
pushed, and that has 2 positions. So we can literally just, you know, say if you've got kids,
yeah, and
you've got different, you can actually pull the seats forward with the ISOFIX.
That is unusual, isn't it?
To make it, you know, because if you need a big boot, I can pull that forward.
And then your boot's massive.
Oh,
that's weird, look.
Yeah.
Man, yours is separate.
Yeah.
That is unusual, that, isn't it? I really like that feature.
Yeah,
very nice.
It's one of the big selling points for me, to be honest. You know, cause especially if you're doing long distances and you want to, you know, if I pull forward a long distance and I can lie back.
Are you messing with me?
Yeah.
I'm
lying down.
You're lying down in the back. Oh, mate, that's sick.
It's just nice to have these little, you know.
I don't think I've ever owned a car that has so much rear adjustment, you know, in the back of it. It is unreal.
They thought about it, and they go, you know, we need, you know, we've got a 3 metre wheelbase. We got a 5'1".
Oh yeah, look at this gap, by the way. Right, don't forget, big guys.
Yeah.
Right, there's Sean. Easily fit another person in the middle of us.
So
no problems.
Especially, see the way the door just contours to your arm.
Yeah, yeah.
It
is a proper comfy car.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to show the rear headroom. So I am sat right up, as far I slouch, but I'm going to sit right up for the test. And I've got loads of headroom. Loads. Like I said, I am very tall. And then...
Yeah,
how's your headroom? You okay? You got Another thing I wanted to point out, look at the opening of the door. What is it, 4 foot? 4 foot door. Yeah. So literally, I've never known a more openable door. Like, look how easy it is to get in. It is ridiculous. It's a very nice place to be sat in. So this is the SE Connect. So you got the reverse camera, you got some charger ports down the front and down at the bottom there as well. There's no heated seats in this. This is the base model, isn't it? So it is the base model, but so far it's a very nice place to be in. So what I forgot to mention is obviously the storage on the inside. So you got this pretty cool. You got this little one here. You got obviously your wallet and that, and then it comes up if you want to put something there, and then a little cubby hole there. And the thing I've got what's the size of that? It's like a slide down kitchen cupboard, mate.
Anyone got any cutlery? Okay.
Alright guys, yeah, so at the moment it is a very, very comfortable car. It's nice that you got the, it's called iPedal, and it is one pedal driving, so you can literally control the car with one pedal, so it's a very nice feature. The car itself is quite smooth, and I think if you put it in sports mode, see how nippy it is. Yeah, it is extremely nippy.
Yeah, it's 170 PS this one, man.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, boy.
I'll try again.
Oh,
yeah.
It's got a kick.
Disclaimer, I'm not breaking any speed limits. But yeah, it is actually a very comfortable place to be. The dashboard is really, really nice. There's loads of room. The seats are quite grabby at the back, don't they?
Yeah,
they do grab your back.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a very, very smart drive. Pillar's not too big, so you can see around the pillar. And it's probably, I'll probably say it's a nice place to be. Compared to the EV6, is probably its closest like rival, isn't it? Really. It is very, very minimalistic, but it does work. It does work really well.
How wide would you say this car is, Matt?
Well, from the outside, I would say it looks like a Nissan Micra until you get in it and it's proper spacious. As I've mentioned before, I'm 6'5" and I have got plenty of room in it. It'll be interesting to see what it's like when we get in the back, but it is it's very nice. But how wide is it?
6'3" wide.
Jesus.
So it's like a minibus.
So it's got the same width as a minibus.
Yeah.
That is nice, that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's, you know, so when you're in the back seats, it is really wide from side to side.
So you can easily get your 3 passengers in the back, can't you?
Yeah, well, I think with the when we sit inside the back, I did measure it with because I'm quite sad. 5'1".
You love your figures, don't you?
With your arm space going into the door, so you know where your average car is about 3'8", something like that.
So you can comfortably fit 3 passengers.
Yeah,
in the back,
without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah.
You'll see how interesting the leg room is. Yeah. But yes, but so far, guys, I am very happy with the drive. Do something there.
Okay, so with the power mode, just like all automatics, you put your foot on the brake and press start, and then we've got
that's
reverse,
the gear stick, isn't it?
And drive.
So the little knob that he's twiggling and playing with is the gear stick.
And then just press, and then it's in park. Your drive modes are on your steering wheel, the same as the EV6, just in the different, you know, so normal, sports, eco, and your regenerative is on this here, up
On the paddle.
and down. Obviously you can't put it onto iPedal until you're actually driving, and that's how you would drive this vehicle in iPedal mode all the time. So are we ready to go?
We are ready to rock and roll, mate. Woo! Alright, calm down. it is proper nippy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So it's 170 PS. It's a respectable acceleration. This is a 58 kilowatts. It's only available in the SE Connect. So if you wanted the premium, you'd be going up 2 extras, larger battery, which is 2,500, and then another 2,500 to go to a premium spec.
So is that when it starts getting like quite pricey, innit?
It starts getting a little bit more expensive, mate. Yeah.
It starts getting towards the Tesla Model 3 price range, doesn't it? 40k, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the differences from your Tesla Model 3s and Ioniq 5 is you've got a dealership on every single road.
Yeah.
Hyundai, Kia, and they're more available.
And I've been inside of a Model 3. This absolutely is massive in comparison to a Model 3.
Well, we had a Wirral Model 3 got passed for Wirral just before Christmas, and you put the two vehicles together and it looked like a giant over a
smaller giant.
I mean, the boot is good in the Model 3, but
yeah,
it's very low and the handles are very skinny, and we had to knock up some stickers to open the door for the driver. But you know,
this is a lovely car, though, isn't it? It's a nice place to be.
Well, the 58 kilowatts got the 250 WLTP, so it's like our MG5 range, you know, your 61 kilowatts.
So 250 mile obviously range, so you're talking probably in real world, you're still getting over 200, aren't you?
Oh, easy, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And of course, when we do put it into the iPedal, the power there, I'm still driving and I'm still charging now, and I'm just taking my foot off, it's putting the brake lights on. So the more of that you do, the more you get back, just like the hybrids.
Yeah.
You know, we can charge up by 40-50 miles a day if we're constantly in the cities. So of course that's where these vehicles come into their best elements, because the motorway driving, you can only charge going down hills on cruise control.
Yeah.
Whereas in, you know, yeah, these are always better hybrids, EVs for round town commuting.
Well, I've done that with my bus now. I actually try and stay in EV mode during the town, and then I do like EV later and save me charge when I'm on the motorway and like on a 40-50 road. So you got to play it, haven't you? But with this car, what is the charging time?
Okay, so we were home on a 58 kilowatt. It'd be 9 hours from 0 to 100. But you know, drivers don't run them down to 0 every single night. So
yeah,
if you were on the 73 kilowatt, it would be an extra 2 hours. But the interesting part from Ioniq 5 and EV6 is they have 10.5 AC sockets as well as a 220 DC.
Yeah.
So if you did have a 10.5, we're going to lower it by another 2 hours at home. So,
right. Okay.
So your AC goes up to 22 kilowatt, whereas if you put it on a 22 kilowatt, you can only charge at 10.5, so you wouldn't see the benefits.
Yeah.
But to have up to 220, you know, power to charge is astronomical. You know.
So in real world, you're talking about 9 hour charge. If from 0 to 100,
9 hours.
Can these be rapid charging to 100?
You can rapid charge them to 100. They're designed to be that, and these were the advantages. So the people who buy off me, and this is right, I haven't got a driveway, I'd always push them into Ioniq 5 or anything Hyundai and Kia, because they've got different technology than you know, just like Teslas. You know, these brands are more advanced than others because they've been doing EVs a lot longer.
Yeah, because it's like the e-Nano can be charged 100% rapid charge, can't it? But the MG5 can only be charged at about 80, innit?
Yeah.
Rapid charged.
So let's talk about the Nero. So you have two batteries, charging batteries. You've got 100 DC, so that's up to Nero 3, and then it goes to 150 for Nero 4 Plus. Where the basic one, this one here, the 58 kilowatts, is only 175. Well, when you say only, you try and find 175 kilowatt charging.
So
it still charges fast, but when you go onto the 73 kilowatt battery, then you're into 220 DC then.
But it's just finding those charges, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we're putting to 150s in our place, and that's where, you know, nobody's got any 150 DCs around here at this moment, but that's not saying that that won't be the case in time.
We're talking future, that'll be like.
Yeah, of course, you know.
So what's the average, would you say, rapid charge out and about?
In this vehicle now, if you rapid charge this vehicle, the 58 kilowatt, it'll take you 40 minutes from 0 to 100.
That's technically, that's like a dinner breakdown, isn't it, really?
Well, you know,
so that's not bad at all, huh?
And then if you took it down to 100, then it would go back down 10 minutes, then you took to 150, then another 10 minutes. For every 50 DC, it becomes 10 minutes faster.
Wow, okay, spot on.
And that's basically how they charge. So it's the same amount of lecky, but you're paying for the privilege to use that charger.
Yeah.
So that's where they make the money, is right, okay, I've spent £100,000 on this charger, so I want to make more money.
Yeah.
That's how they do it, yeah.
Perfect. Right, what I wanted to cover as well is, how much are they? Because they look expensive.
Yeah, well, we've just had a price increase last week, unfortunately, so they are now 37.5, but we got a couple of units left at the old price at 36, so this is £36,000.
That's a lot of car for 36 grand, isn't it?
Oh, it's.
And how much is the EV6? Because this is
start off at 40,500.
And to be honest, right, like these are head-to-head, aren't they? 'Cause same company, more or less, same car, but the actual build quality and everything and the space
same platform
is different.
All the switches, what you get in that car, you get in this car. So SE Connect is your basic. EV6. I can't remember the name now. It'll come back to me. But yeah, you know, you get exactly the same. But the only thing you don't get is leather seats, leatherette seats, I should say.
Yeah, these are fabric, aren't they?
Where these are fabric. But we've now got the leatherette seats for the vehicles, which are on the way. Will be here in 2 weeks.
And technically, that'll convert these to leather seats.
Yeah, and you know, and when we take the leatherette seats off, when we want to sell the car, you've got a seat that looks like brand new. So
spot on.
I think, yeah. Okay, if we're spending £500-ish to get your leatherette seats fitted, happy days.
Yeah, because then obviously they'll be unmarked when you sell it.
Take it off, yes.
Brilliant. Is there anything else you want to cover technical wise with this, or you're all happy chappy? That's it, really.
I think as I drive Ioniq 5 myself. I bought a Project 45, and I think it's the best vehicle for taxis. The size, practicality, for charging, for value for money, for accessibility, for getting it into dealers if there's an issue. There's hardly anything servicing to do though, Matt, on these. Don't get me wrong, it's 10,000 miles, it's more of a checklist. You know, your water coolers, your battery key fob, your pollen filter and tyres. Oh, that's going on to tyres.
Go on.
I had a punch in my Ioniq 5 last week, and it came up that the pressures were low, but it was completely solid. So I'd assume these are coming with like run flat tyres.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So it didn't go down.
Yeah,
it just said the pressure was lower. So it had like a special insert to the tyre which stopped it from going down.
Oh, spot on then.
So not having a spare wheel in the back of these is not going to hinder us. Yeah. The question is how much is the tyres, and I don't know because
you haven't got a sorted yet. But you know what though, for the ride and the bumps and stuff like that, like I've had them run flats before on Beamers, and it makes it a proper hard ride. And for the size and the weight of this vehicle, it's actually not that bad on the bumps, is it?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
It's only got the 19-inch alloys, where I've got a 20-inch, and I do feel it a bit more.
Yeah.
The tyres only about that thick.
Low profile tyres are the killer on the bumps.
But it is 303 brakes, so.
Look at you, eh? Hey, look at Dom Toretto here. Oh, brilliant. So, we think we covered everything, haven't we, mate?
Pretty much, mate, yeah.
Spot on. Well, listen, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. This is an absolute lovely car, and if I didn't get my bus because I wanted a big bus, this probably would have been one of my definitely options if I wanted to go full EV. Well, listen, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.